Hey guys, you'll hear from my voice that I'm still working on something. My wife's just today getting over it, so I have another day or so. So this is me on Fox. I did. I, the idea was to continue our Breakout of 5Q series, but on Fox. And for me, how do they play differently? It's that kind of thing. And right away, it seemed clear. Just the style's different, more chaotic, more fighting, this kind of thing. Then my second one, I tried to play as 6Q. Turned out to be an old 3 Dan account I had forgotten about. So I played a 3 Dan when I thought I was playing 6Q. I thought that was interesting. And so here's our second 6Q video. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm the Whitestones. All straightforward stuff. Straightforward. The kick. Not bad. Taking the corner in Sente. There's no reason to play it, but there's no particular reason not to. We're sure it's Sente. Well, it's actually not Sente. I can go play a big move, and if black continues, I'm completely settled. So it isn't actually Sente if I thought there's something big to do, but there isn't. So I settle. And then down. Right away, you know this player's a 5Q, 6Q on down. So let's go through our basic ideas here for black, from black's point of view. Is our A group okay? Yeah. Let's double check a few things real quick. White, black, Atari. There's no cut here. So that's fine. What else can white do? White can do this sort of thing, but that doesn't change if this is here. That doesn't change that. So there's no way to think of this group, black group, as weak. And I don't think he did. I think he's saying this secures my whole corner, which is already secured, makes it slightly bigger. And now white has no base. Okay, now it's starting to make some sense. Now when he comes in, I mean, I could ignore and still survive, but I'm going to respond. And black's getting something here, okay. But it's not worth a move like this. So I come in kind of as a counter to A. I might not play this. Well, like for instance, if he had played a little more rationally like this, I'm not about to rush into this spot, right? It's not that important. So let's say we go on this Joseki. Am I rushing to this spot? Not necessarily. I might continue on with the rest of the board first. So there's no rush to it, right? But when he plays here, something is happening in the bottom right. And I don't want this something to get carried away in black's favor. So it encourages me to come in now so his ace stone doesn't start to become really beneficial. That's kind of a weak, if you think about it straightforward, that's a little bit weak of thinking. But if you say, it's kind of like this area has become an area of activity, which makes us want to play there. That perhaps is a better way of looking at it. Anyway, so I play here. The idea being that this move is becoming pretty powerful. Black says, I don't care if you play there. Okay. I think you should care. As a matter of fact, you get to kick in Sente. Black's problems are all finished. He's perfectly alive. If he wants to come out, he can. If he prefers to play over here, maybe he prefers to attack. This is all reasonable stuff. But to not care, that's too much. Now, when you see someone playing poorly, it makes you want to step over the line a little bit. I think if I was playing a real game, I'd just come out. Why? Well, Black's A group is officially behind enemy lines. His B stone is officially all alone and needing help. And now White C is better than ever. That would be more rational. I thought, well, he's playing so badly, let's just cut, see what he does. It's not horrible. It's just a little premature, but not against someone playing like that. It's not. Boom. I'm about to capture the corner or connect out. He does this. It's probably more rational to live in the corner. I get out. And notice some difficulties for White, right? So this shows that originally I really should have gotten out first. And this is actually an important principle. Here's the stuff I want to do, that or the other move, but I'm not prepared until I play this. This is an important concept, which I just ignored because he's already made 2 mistakes. So it's like he's bound to make a mistake in the fighting. Now, this is really bad thinking. I should just play the right move. I'm kind of getting sucked in here. He plays this way, so I take the corner. This is likely the better way of taking the corner. It's bigger. But I kind of didn't like possible weakness here, right? It's a ladder, but then Black gets a ladder breaker. I just took the corner without all that dodging. Now, again, this is a weak way. As a matter of fact, I should probably Atari. He cannot win the ko, right? If you go like this, there simply is no ko threat. That's probably let's have him play here, the harshest ko threat. I don't care. He's just torn to shreds here. So that's what I should do. So something that happens a lot when one of my students, and this comes up all the time, when they play a weak opponent like I am here, they play weak like I am here. And so they start losing games because their opponent's playing so badly, you get sucked in. And that's what's happening here. I'm getting sucked in, but he's not. I know how to fight my way out of it. So I'm playing really poorly here, and I apologize for that. Okay. Here we are. End result. I have a very strong A group with the majority of points. In other words, Black has very little points in area B. So that puts me ahead already. My A stone, I have no intention of saving, but clearly it's good Aji for me. Next question. Do I plan on using the Aji this way? No. It's a hard way to use them. It's like I could die here. So that means that his 1 stone, I meant that to be B. Give me a second. I want to make it B. His B stone is a strong stone. I'm not planning on attacking it. That being the case, contact the strong stone. Force him to play on the bottom where he has no need to play at all because he's strong there. That's a big principle. Okay. Moving forward, I contact and come out. Notice white's reaching out to a wonderful area, the left side, the center, and black's playing on the bottom where he really doesn't need anything. Okay. Black's move, black comes here, threatening to cut. Do I care about the cut? No. How come? Because he can't cut my actual group. My actual group is wonderful. Alive, points. Black has wasted a whole move there. So I don't mind. So I can just ignore and go do anything I want, which happens to be here. He says, you fool. Not a problem. We've already decided that. He makes two classic mistakes here. Classic mistake number one. He's thinking, oh, white's two stones are kind of weak, so I still have the advantage here. No. Me touching my two stones is a great advantage to me. Great for center, great for attacking the bottom, great for everything. Me touching my stones is a big deal. Problem two. Mistake number two on his part. Look how weak these two black stones are. Extremely heavy. Now, heavy, this is a word we use a lot. The definition tends to be you can't give any part of it up. You're committed to the group in its entirety. So let's clear this up by playing this move instead. We'll just have black play like this for fun. And now, well, let's do it this way. Black can easily say, please, take my stone. And I'll just settle. Easy settling. And he just gave up a stone. The group was light. This is how we generally define light and heavy. And heavy groups are really awkward. We're committed, and he knows exactly where we're going to play because he has no options. But when someone plays light, he can go up, down, right, left, anywhere he wants because he's happy to give up part of the group. Okay, he plays here. Bad move. Bad dog. Light. Okay, check out this position. A stone, weak. I'm sorry, a group, weak. Big group, weak. If he's cut, thank goodness he's light. He can give up the tail. Thank goodness. He could die. This is a weak cut, hard. Which means the C stone's weak. Which means the ED, DE. So much Aji there, so much going on. But he cuts with all those problems. He decides to be aggressive. No. How about instead, get something settled? There we go. Now he has a very strong A situation. It can get out. It's got lots of eyes, which means that the B stone's doing nothing. All right. And white has a weakness at C. So it's become rational other than we need to settle our stone. And that's going to give white some profit. While we're here, let's just touch on that. This is the reason why we don't like having weak groups. It's not about life and death. Of course, black's going to live. Just get out. Okay, how are you going to do that? Oh, we'll just get out. Great. How are you going to do that? Well, let's get out this way. Just to show the idea. White chases. Look, white got strength on the bottom, points on the left. What has black got? So far, the last 4 moves, 0. Black has nothing. White got profit right and left. This is why we don't like having weak groups. Okay. As most of you know, I've been trying to keep the videos down to 20 to 30 minutes. I've only accomplished it once, I think. But I'm treating it as an important issue, but I keep forgetting to check the time when I start. I'm going to guess I've been at this. I always guess too little, so I'll say 15 minutes. So that means this is going to be a 2-parter, and I need to get used to this idea. Okay. He cuts. How do we know what to do here? Lots of choices. Well, the most important piece of information, notice we can give up our B stones. They're just cutting stones. Our A group, that's our group. We must have a steady A group. We do. We can live anytime we want in the corner. We're not exactly alive yet, although I think we can live if he plays first. But we're also out, so the A group is fine. The B stones, that's choice number 2. B stones, I have time to save them. And they're very useful to save because black has weaknesses everywhere. So let's change this a little bit. Let's say it looked like this. I think my group is not alive. I'm gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna do this. My corner's not alive. And next move, I'm behind enemy lines. This is a problem. I'm not gonna Atari because that forces him to capture 2 very important stones. Instead, I'm just gonna get out. So all this time, I haven't had time to save my cutting stones. But in the actual game, oh, I do have time. Wonderful. Okay. How'd I come? He's got problems. He plays this way. There's a few ideas, but well, I'd like liberties. If I have liberties, then I can start ladders, nets, forcing moves. So I thought, well, let me get some liberties in Sente, because I can cut that now. He says, oh, go ahead and cut. Well, we're clearly seeing a weaker player. First, the ladder works for black. The net works for black. So I can't kill anyway. And the bottom is so weak. Only idea. So when he comes up, just cut. He tries. Being 6 skew, he's not sure what to do here. I just kill. I'm fine. No reason not to Hane. A lot of my students, Q players, will have a hard time here. What do you do? And really just get in the habit of breaking things down. My A group, perfectly fine. No cause for concern. The B stone can't be killed in any reasonable amount of time. Therefore, we can cut. He's horribly weak. Cut. Don't have a plan. Just realize A's alive, B can't be hurt. So just cut. Let him worry about all the problems. Save. Come on out. Save. Come on out. Oh, he's getting in serious trouble. Come out. So I handle it this way. Let me save any cut coming up. Now he can only live in Co, which he doesn't know about. So he just says, that's just one eye. So I just walk out. He stops me. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Come on out. So now he's dead. I'm out. He says, okay, I'm sick and tired of all the cuts. I'll save a cut. Too late. You're just dead here. I mean, he gives up here. So I thought this was a good example of first some bad moves I played and why they're bad. Bad moves he played, why they're bad. How can you start playing above this level? Well, this move, understandable. We can say, it looks like I should play here to have a healthy group. That's understandable. It's a little high level to say, I'm going to make a light group. We could say that's too high a level to be too serious about. But now you should be thinking about defense, not attack. This little bit is really going to be helpful. As a matter of fact, you might decide to defend this group. Okay. You might decide to defend this group. Okay. But defend something. Don't start attacking. Okay. Hopefully that's helpful. We'll catch y'all later.